Since we have some time to kill, I suppose I might as well see how this aquarium of yours is coming along. You seemed quite enthusiastic about it, after all. Oh, kind of it. These must be the ones we...
Like it?
It's fine, I guess. Nothing special.
Come on! It sounded like you really liked it just now.
You're that proud of it? Is this a sense of accomplishment or something?
Well, yeah. And it's pretty.
You know it's gonna be gone soon, though, right?
What do you mean?
After the festival,
So?
So, no...
Not making the most of it when we have the chance is an even bigger waste.
But if you know it's all going to be gone one day, why...
Well,
Because you still get to keep the thing.
Doesn't that make losing them even harder?
well, but not to mention, everything we do here is gonna be on film, so it'll still live on in some shape or form.
And when you look back on it, only happy memories will come to mind?
Exactly.
So it's about finding joy in the process itself.
Traveler! You're back already?
What's wrong with that? You say that like it's terrible news or something.
How did you get here? I didn't see you on the deck. Oh, never mind. We need to help Miss Guillotin hide ASAP. The crew is heading over here to shoot any second.
What? They should be done by now.
There was a mishap earlier that cost them some time. Anyway, you...
Finally! That's a wrap for the scenes on the deck. Wouldn't have taken half as long if the wind hadn't snapped our equipment in two.
Uh-oh! Too late!
Change of plans then. You'll just have to hide.
Hide? And where exactly am I supposed to do that?
Oh, there's a box over there! You can get in that!
Huh? You expect me to...
Do I need my makeup done for the next scene too?
For the love of...
Let me see. Maybe. Huh? Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? Oh, well...
No. We ran into an issue that, set us back. It meant Miss Charlotte's crew wasn't able to wrap either.
Oh, for several reasons. Let us help then!
Thanks, you two.
Miss Charlotte's crew can go first then.
Thanks, Director Furry.
Of course.
Agreed. All right, places, everyone! And 3, 2, 1, action!
So, the story got when Duke Saint Germanus...
Huh? That sounds familiar. Wait, he's only a genius when it comes to mechanics. And everything else, he's just an ordinary person.
Huh? What was that? Miss Jacoba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice.
Not so hard. This box isn't...
This is why I keep saying, don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines don't have a heart.
A heart?
That's right. It's what's on the inside. It's also referred to as someone's soul, or life. You can think of it as a person's core, what makes them unique. In general, though, people don't believe...
You said my emotion module was
It is, but that's not quite the same thing.
Do you think I have one then? A heart?
I don't think so. I know so. The question is, do you recognize it within yourself?
That's where you... I can't believe this. Forcing me to hide in a box and listen to this drivel. Me.
In the end, clocks tick through tranquil years. Fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream is, it will fade away like this. Forlorn, wordless, silent.
And cut.
That was a long one.
If she makes them do another take, I'm going to flip a lid.
Oh, there were some weird audio things going on, but acting-wise, it was great! It's a keeper!
Perfect! That means I can get out of the...
It's our turn. Camera operator, set up for the In this one, our
Shoot, I'm on the...
Break a leg. Yep, we're headed off to
All right, quiet on set.
I think she would like this.
Quick, we should roll on this.
It doesn't forage with the others, or prey upon its smaller kin. Instead, it remains where it is, cradled in the coral's quiet beauty. And yet, she still stood before the cyclone in the end. So I think that story has it wrong. She is no different than us. She has a heart. Uh-oh, is she onto us?
What?
You okay?
Why don't we take a short break? It's been a long day of shooting. That last take was beautifully organic, though. We can use it as a...
Thanks, Director Farina.
You're sure? In that case, let's shoot some quick B-roll. Then we can move to our next outdoor scene.
We're in the clear this time.
absolutely suffocating.
You okay, Sandrone?
Right, come on. Let's go check the test results. It's time for... All right, it should be around here. Give me some space.
The what?
Hélène, much like Renee, had long predicted that the water levels in Fontaine would rise. Thanks to his expertise, and I told him there was no need, but it would seem... All right, the silt has been cleared away. Go activate the mechanism for the first sluice gate. That will fill the empty middle chamber with water. All right, now turn on the drainage mechanism in front of the second sluice gate, and this chamber will become empty once again.
So, this is where you...
Back when I lived here, it was my job to tend to the potted plants and flower beds. Still growing strong even after all this time. Who would have thought? If the weather was nice, I would take Alen out in his wheelchair and we would go for a walk. Come to think of it, I was the only one who could get happy. Of course, that... Oh, all right, enough standing. Yep, this place is exactly how I left it. Nothing has changed. What is it? Huh? How did you get... and you... read the whole thing. Anyway, since you've already read it, you should just, well, feel free to look around. I'm going to start looking for the gift Elen mentioned. Oh, but be careful with the stuff around here. I'm not saying you can't touch anything. Polonia. Oh, I played with these when I was little. During the first few months after I was created, I mean. At first, Elen and I would play together, but it didn't take long for me to become unbeatable. So, Polonia. Yeah, these don't look like logic and math puzzles. Those happen to be my it's been so long. Let's go with this one. The gears on the left are stacked from largest to smallest. Just remember, you can't stack a bigger gear on top of a smaller one. Looks like it took you a few extra moves. My first well, what did you think of the game? You showed quite a bit of promise, too. We should do this again so... Oh, these are some of Elen's drafts from his later years. And these are just some unimportant letters. Wait. Oh, This was taken when Hélène and Renee were both still at the Fontaine. In his later years, Hélène would often sit by the fireplace and stare at this picture, wearing an expression somewhere between guilt and longing. He said he sometimes regretted not helping his friend when he needed it most, even if just to stop him. This was Hélène's. We're both. Before Hélène was bedbound. Later on, when he got.
Wow! This house is filled with so many memories! It's so cozy and charming!
You should have seen it at its prime, when people actually lived here. You know, we also used to have a mechanical piano.
Oh!
Hélène never played it much. He probably wasn't able to at that point. But I managed to teach myself. Music theory is essentially math, after all. Once you learn the patterns, it's not really that. I loved perusing Hélène's collection of classical music. The chords and harmonies felt like but as Hélène continued to deteriorate, even the sound of music began to grate on his nerves. So I got rid of the piano.
Oh,
Back then, I assumed a piano was like an ordinary clothing rack. Commonplace in every home and easily replaceable. Enough about that. Hélène's gift should be just in here. The only... Wait. There's a hidden compartment at the back of this box. Looks like it's locked with some kind of gear mechanism. Knowing you, Hélène, I'm Let's see here.
well, you get...
It's... A letter? And... wait a... It's a multi-dimensional algorithmic core. Hélène would use it to store information. All right. I'll start looking into the core and the letter. Feel free to...
Okay. Hold on. There's another picture in here.
A snapshot of you playing among the plants shortly after you were born. You seem to like these flowers a lot. May you grow and...
Huh? Wow! Just that you come off kind of aggressive sometimes.
Well then, people should stop being so annoying. It's not like I'm the one with—
Of course not. Oh, here's something else. Looks like a piece of paper torn out from somewhere. Today, I solved another math puzzle and made a breakthrough on a construction problem the Institute has been stuck on for years. Am I a genius or what?
No, wait, that's
From now on, I should have people address me as her.
No, nope. No more of that.
You wrote this? Then how did it get—
You seem to have developed a distaste for this particular entry, considering I found it in the trash. I'm sorry, but I could not help but hold on to it. Forgive me.
Lynn? Don't be embarrassed. Everyone goes through a phase like that.
Nonsense! I wasn't even the one who wrote that! It must have been Polonia. That's enough. I told you it was Polonia. You know what? We're done with this. No more rifling. Just put it down and let me read the letter. To my little clockwork princess. Not another word. Got that?
You've most likely received the gift I left for you. I just hope you didn't stumble across all this while cleaning out my effects or something. I once asked if there was something you wished for. Do you regardless, I have another gift. A formula that will allow you to come face to face with the anomaly inside of you. Why this gift? To wax poetic on the soul once again. I would ask you to stick with me until the end, but I believe a person should be born twice over in their lifetime. First, there's the birth that grants us life, then the birth of the soul. It's a matter of transforming the life bestowed upon us into the life we choose. We must make a conscious choice to define the meaning of our life instead of allowing the happenstance of our... This is the process of You are my proudest masterpiece. I told you that long ago. To me, you're just like the rest of us. You have... In fact, some theories think of the human brain as nothing more than a machine. So you see, perhaps we're not so different after all. Your inner machine, no matter how one looks at it, your computational capacity allowed you to become sentient and develop logical reasoning. But it also granted you something that, on the surface, might seem contradictory: emotion. Emotions and logic often clash with each other, and those instances of discord can accumulate over time. That is as you told me once, you've always known what... Similar to how a blind person can feel when a part of their body is in pain without being able... So, what I leave you now is this. A formula.
Of course. Whether you use it is entirely up to you. You are, and always have been, free to do as you... Regardless, whether by my formula or some other means, I trust you will know your heart one day. You always were a fast learner. Oh. I've already figured out how this formula works. Let's get... You made up your mind already? Why wouldn't I? Resolving the anomalies within my core is the reason I came here in the... No. But... Do you... I already know what anomaly I need to resolve. Like Alen said, she's an amalgamation of all the time... And I resolve... Yes.
But if you, let us in like that, wouldn't that mean letting us see a bunch of your... You know...
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to be... born anew. Besides, you already read my whole diary. When it comes to keeping my innermost thoughts to my...
You really
How many times do I have to say it? I finally let you in as... friends, and you want to question it. I'm not gonna offer a second time. Enough with the mushy stuff. Just... All right. With the numerological array, I can construct a simple formula that will allow you to experience what I see and hear in real time.
Oh, just like St. Lolly's scent sharing.
Huh! Sounds like that shaman has some tricks up her sleeve. The arcane and the mathematical are both fundamental laws of this world. Being able to achieve a similar result... Anyway, let's get this But no comments from the peanut gallery, okay? I know I offered, but I... Is this... No, it's probably... Huh. But it looks like the wall... You made it. Is That you just spoke of anomalies. Well, here I am. What happens when Shall we sit down and talk?
That should do it. Hello? My name is Elaine.
Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Here. I want you to have this.
No,
You can use it to write things.
I don't need to write things down.
Even so, some things are more important than others, right? You can...
So you wish me to carry out a basic priority sorting operation?
I suppose you can think of it like that for now. But much like we use wooden stakes to guide a plant to grow in a certain manner, what we choose to write down gives the soul much-needed direction. In the act of choosing what to forget and what...
This is where we were born. Where are life mornings of What are you drinking?
Oh, this?
I want to
Oh, well...
Speaking of, why did you
Well, I'm not quite I suppose I hoped you might have a life of your own one day.
Oh. I thought those peaceful days would... You know that's not... Maybe. But... that was just bad, was it? Well... Over time, one of the habits we picked up from Elen was a love of coffee. A machine acting like a human. I suppose that... Yeah, that's just what we're used to.
Hey, this place isn't half bad.
More and more people seem to be showing up to my tea parties uninvited.
Can you blame me? I saw Columbina leading Capitano somewhere. and I had to
I had simply asked Columbina where I might find Arlecchino. I have business to discuss with her, and Columbina suggested looking. Tartaglia and I were unaware that this was a private gathering. Apologies for the intrusion. It won't.
Whatever. Just add it to the list of annoying things that have happened today. What's one more? Since you're here, you might as well.
See? Told you she wouldn't mind.
Much obliged.
Well, look who we have here. Capitano, I was just about to go find you.
Pardon the intrusion. Rest assured, I won't sully your gathering with talk of work. We can have our discussion later.
Spoken like a true gentleman. A certain unmannered 11th seat could learn a thing or two.
You know, you really should start being nicer to me, Rosaline. Or I might just snatch that 8th seat right out from under you.
I'd like to see you
If you're gonna fight, take it outside. The only mess I plan on cleaning up is tea-related. I still don't understand how our quiet afternoon turned into such a crowded gathering. One by one, people just kept barging in. And then, one by one, they left without a word. Yeah, pretty annoying, huh?
Of all my days with the Fatui, the times I spent with you, Arlecchino. Goodbye, Sandrone.
Don't go. We should have just said that. Why didn't we? If we had, she couldn't stay. There was no future for her here. She would have. You're right. I suppose that's why you call me an anomaly. Every time you make a decision, there's a voice inside your heart. My voice. Ask, why didn't we make her stay? Is it worse to fight for something just to lose it? Or not to have fought at all? Don't you find it unfair? One by one, we keep losing the things we care about the most. But in the end, whether I want to fight for something or cry over all we've lost, you just push it down and pretend not to hear. And now, even Polonia, the other half of Elend's legacy. Even Polonia is no longer with us. I did everything I could. But it's just like Alen always said. Polonia was one of a kind. There was no replicating what he managed to create. Don't you feel like our connection to the past is fading bit by bit? Like, even the things we have left are slowly slipping away. I suppose. But you can't move through life without having to say goodbye. And even as we experience loss, there are always new things to be gained. Ever so logical. What's your take, then? It feels like the more I care about something, the faster the world takes it away. It sounds so stupid. But why even fight for something that's just going to be lost in the end? Better to never have had it at all. Better if it would all just disappear. Dark, I know. But the heart wants what it wants. Maybe the stellar linchpin appeared I don't think so. Yeah, probably not. What an anomaly wants goes against all logic and reason after all. Well, go ahead and do what you came for. You're here to resolve the anomaly, aren't you? Yes. What's it gonna be? Keeping me imprisoned here like before? Or eliminating me entirely? Like debugging a code? I don't care. Go ahead. I'm ready. Why do we keep losing everything we care about? I know it hurts, but that's life. I wish... I know. I've always known. Because we've been one all along. Sandrone! I'm fine.
It's okay to cry, you know.
Cry? You've gotta be kidding me. Save the emotional side of my core algorithm. My emotion module has always been fully developed and operational. Alen tried to tell me that too. I've just chosen to ignore her voice all this time. I suppose. Come the aquarium? The old me took one look at it and saw something I would inevitably lose. So I stopped putting in the effort. Then, one by one, the fish all swam away, and the place became even more bleak and depressing. Pretty pathetic, right?
Don't say that. A lot of people would feel the same. It just shows how much you care about what...
Now? After seeing what you've done with the aquarium, I have to admit, I think it's beautiful. It's, like you said, We get to keep the things we gain along the way. And those are things that can never be replaced. Because we choose to hold them in our hearts.
Well said!
Besides, I've already died once. I'd be stupid not to make the most of this second chance.
Right! Earlier you, or your inner self, mentioned something about her wish. What was it?
You think that's something you can just ask, and I'll tell you. Think again. I may have accepted my emotional self, but I'm not about to go all soft and mushy on the inside and pour my heart out. That said, taking a step in the right direction couldn't hurt. Starting with cleaning some old aquarium tanks of my own. Huh? Metaphorically speaking, I mean. Come on, let's head back to the ship. I need to talk to that shaman.
Huh? Resentful loss?
You couldn't get comfortable sleeping near the Opera Epicles, right? Well, I bet that's why. The Fountain of Lucine is where all the water in Fontaine gathers. So that's where the emotions within the water converge as well.
Hold on. If it's souls we're dealing with, feeling uncomfortable should have been just the beginning. I should have been able to hear their voices or something.
And under normal circumstances, I'm sure someone of your talents would have. The problem is, these souls are no longer complete.
Remind me how they ended up like that again? You mentioned something—
Yes, it's called soul severing. René of the Nartsitzenkreuz, after learning of Fontaine's impending doom, René thought if he could find a means for the soul to live on in perpetuity, it might Unfortunately, his theory of the four Orthants was imperfect at the time, and a fifth Jakob, another member of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo, sought to carry on René's legacy and restore his physical form. He even used some of the people—
By severing?
Yes. After René successfully awakened, the two continued their research, and all the severed souls ended up merging into René's after you saved Fontaine by turning Fontainians into true humans. These souls returned to the ley lines. But the souls severed before René awakened had nowhere to go, doomed to forever wander the waters of Fontaine.
Almost as if they exist outside the bounds of this world. Unrecognized by the ley lines or fate. No wonder I couldn't sense them.
Not only that, but over time, they began to fuse with other entities. Their inner resentment lured in all sorts of evil beings, but the full transformation must have been— Wait, no, he—
In that case, let's go find her.
No, not just yet.
Why not?
For one, the diplomatic castle alone would be a nightmare. Even though I haven't reported back to Snezhnaya yet, I'm not planning to leave the Fatui anytime soon. Besides, with me here, success is a done deal. Involving other people would just complicate things. All I need is for Miss Lolly to help pinpoint the location of this monstrosity. Think you can do it?
With my eyes closed. This is what I do. I'm a lot better at it than manning a desk, at least. But, how exactly do you plan on resolving this soul stuff? Even to me, there's no obvious answer. Seems pretty complicated, all things considered.
Just trust me. I have the perfect solution.
Oh, all right. If you're that confident, we'll follow your lead. Why the sudden interest in helping Fontaine with this, Sandrone? You never knew Renee and the others, right?
No, I didn't. And you're right. This problem has nothing to do with me. I wouldn't get within 10 feet of the Nartsitzenkreuz Ordo or its members. But in his later years, Elen told me he regretted not helping his best friend when he needed it the most. He also felt sorry towards Marianne for being too lost in his mechanical research to look after her properly. If he were still with us, I think he'd do the same. He might have a few choice words to say about it, but even after everything, he wouldn't leave his friend's mess for someone else to clean up. Friends shouldn't hold grudges or leave behind regrets. Fixing what happened between him and Renee was one of his greatest wishes. All I'm doing is fulfilling it in his stead.
You know, you really do seem a little different now.
You mean everything that just happened wasn't for nothing? Why, thank you for pointing out the obvious, Paimon. Just washing off the grime of the past. Turns out,
What's this about aquarium tanks all of a sudden? They go off on some grand adventure and what? Now they have their own private code?
all right then, Seatlolly. Tracking this thing down is up to you.
Huh? Oh, right. No problem.
You get this, Granny Eatsley!
You, come with me to Hotel de Boer for a drink. Right, why? Because I said so. Miss Guillotin, I'll report back on the location tomorrow morning.
Well, don't let me keep you.
All right, you. Time to go. I've got scores that need settling.
Huh?